After what has felt like one of the longest weeks of our lives, President Trump has finally signed the bill that Congress passed earlier this week. Let's talk about exactly what that means for all of us right now. Let's get started. Hi, I'm Tyler from the Rideshare Guy, and today on Money Monday, we're going to be talking about the wonderful news that the stimulus package has been passed and signed, and everything's going through, and what exactly that means for you, and what you can expect when it comes to the stimulus package, unemployment, housing, all of that stuff. So let's dive in. First, we're going to talk about the stimulus payment itself. Now, originally, the stimulus payments that we received many months ago were $1,200. These stimulus payments that they agreed on were $600. Now, a couple of differences with those. Number one, kids that were $500 before are now $600 as well. So in essence, a family of four could get up to $2,400 on that payment. Now, if you've been watching the news at all this week, you know that once that was passed, that bipartisan bill, that it went to the president and he came back and said it was unacceptable, that he wanted Americans to get an additional $1,400 per person, so $2,000 per person, that he wanted it to get to the people. And he's really been holding this bill up all week in order to try to get that. In fact, it caused delays and issues, as we'll talk about in a little bit, especially when it comes to the unemployment that people are going to be getting and how that affects them. But he held it up literally to past the last minute. He had until Saturday night to sign it. He signed it on Sunday. I actually recorded this entire video because I didn't think he would sign it in time. I thought that it would be something we'd be discussing on Monday and continuing to look at this. But he surprised a lot of people by signing it Sunday, getting it passed and everything so that we can actually receive this money. So you'll be receiving $600. This also includes $300 unemployment continuation for a few more weeks. We're going to talk about exactly how many in a little bit, as well as additional PPP funding, the loans for small businesses, rental programs, to the moratorium on evictions to continue and give financial aid to those who need it in order to pay their bills, to continue to pay rent. So first off, we have that stimulus. Now, with all of that in mind, the $600 is what we're at this point guaranteed if you make less than $75,000 or $150,000 per family. But Trump, when he signed it, did say that he wanted to ensure that they're still going to try to pass a bill tomorrow on Monday, the day that this video comes out, in order to try to increase that to $2,000 or possibly an additional payment later down the road. But we'll have to wait and see what happens with that vote. The Democrats, of course, have been saying, yes, we want to do this, but the Republicans are a little standoffish. They didn't want any stimulus payment in this bill at all, not even the $600 we did get. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens in the next few days with additional funding for a stimulus payment. But right now, great news, we're getting $600 stimulus payment. Hopefully that helps many people. I know, as we mentioned last week, it won't even make a dent, but at least it'll be something. It'll be something to help them get through maybe just a few more weeks. Maybe we get that additional stimulus payment. We don't know, but it's something that we have to look forward to right now. Now, as was mentioned, the unemployment is $300 a week. They're going to continue to try to put that through. But because it was signed on Sunday, it caused a issue. Let's take a look at this screenshot. So as you can see, this the people will likely get $300 less in unemployment benefit. The reason is because the stimulus payment that goes through, the unemployment benefits start on Sunday. So because he didn't sign it on Saturday, instead he signed the bill on Sunday, that means that it can't go into effect until next Sunday, which means there will be a week lapse for unemployment insurance. So people who have been getting the unemployment, that have continued to get it throughout this time, they were looking forward to trying to get some more, and great news that they will. They're going to continue to get unemployment for 10 more weeks. Originally it was going to be 11 weeks, and because of the delay trying to get the additional money for the stimulus package, it's going to make it so that those getting unemployment are actually going to get $300 less in the long term. So Unfortunately for them, it's less money, but hey, it's 10 weeks more of some money, some funding to keep you going in order to pay your bills, keep the lights on in your house. So hopefully that is of benefit to you. You want to make sure that you apply. Obviously, if you haven't got any unemployment, you want to make sure that you're applying, calling regularly, like it's your job, trying to get money. I know a friend of ours literally spent hours and hours every single week and finally got some of the money that was due to her, but it took a long time, almost like it was a full-time job, just trying to get that money. Another thing we want to mention with the PPP loan, if you have applied and got the one previously, it is required in order for you to get this next line of PPP loans. So try to look into that, see if you qualify for it. Again, it's any type of funding that you can get. We recommend definitely trying to do it. We've talked about the ERC in the past and a loan in order to get that. So anything that can keep you afloat, anything that can pay your bills, we highly recommend that you do look into it to make sure it's the best bet for you. But right now, these PPP loans are forgivable as long as you use them in the right way. Obviously, talk to an accountant or whatever for your personal situation, but look into it. It's something that's available to you. It's going to be coming up. Obviously, just passed literally about an hour ago from me recording this. I've been trying to get everything in play. So make sure that you read all the fine print and everything that goes into it, but look into it because it could be something of benefit for you for sure. And then finally, something that's great, many people as of the 1st were going to be able to be evicted, but because of this stimulus package that went through, there's $25 billion. Take a look at this screenshot that continue to help people that have past due rent, that these are people who need help with utility payments or whatever the case may be, people who literally have nowhere to go. They've been trying their best, they've got nothing to do, and they're going to get evicted because they haven't paid any rent or utilities, but not because of a lack of wanting to, because of a lack of ability to do so. So thank goodness for that. This is back in place, something for them to have in order to make sure that they're not being evicted. It's going to give them that extension, more time to either get unemployment, find a job, whatever the case may be. So definitely something wonderful, wonderful news this week that we all appreciate. Now, if you're trying to get some money right now, we do have an offer for you. I mentioned it last week as well. That's Fetch Rewards. Now, this is an app that you use. You can scan a receipt, get points back. You cash those points in to get gift cards. You can get them at Starbucks or many other places that you use. My wife loves basically any type of gift card we get. She gets it for Starbucks, for Fetch, or anything. But it's a great thing. We've actually been able to make over almost $100 on it, just scanning receipts on things that we were buying and purchasing anyway. And Fetch has an offer right now that if you get one of your friends or family to sign up for it, you also make an additional money in addition to what you're going to get by scanning the receipt. So it's a great offer. Make sure that you're signing up for it right now. The link is in the description. Check it out. Now, we appreciate you guys coming. Give me a thumbs up if you like the video. Leave a comment. I read every single one. Subscribe to the channel. We have new episodes come out almost every single day. We have a new Money Monday comes out every single week, and we appreciate all of you. And so we want you to continue to stay safe out there, everyone.